All right, guys, welcome to the live. Sorry, I'm just getting the YouTube set up here. None of the description or anything works, so give me a couple minutes, and then we will be rocking and rolling. All right, guys, so how's everyone doing today? Who made money? 444 in the comments section below if you made a lot of money, fam. All right, so Bitcoin pumped or dumped a lot. How you doing? Olga, good morning. Christoph, how you doing? JJ, Dude Crypto, how are you doing? Guys, hit that like button if you made a lot of money on the drop, because that was crazy. That was crazy, the entry we got, and that is crazy how we were able to ride the drop. Oh man, it takes me like 20 minutes to get this live set up when the live doesn't work. Okay, perfect. Good afternoon. How we doing? White, EK, thank you. JJ, Do Crypto, Christoph, and Olga. Let's go, guys. Bitcoin has dropped a lot, and I mean a lot. We went all the way from, let's see here. So we got the London session, but we went all the way from pretty much 93 to about 87K. That is a lot of profit, fam. A lot of profit. I'm going to share my win in the beastlimitless.com app in a bit, but we do have an inverse head and shoulder here. We could see that Bitcoin is rejecting the breakout at the moment. All right, so we can see Bitcoin's rejecting the breakout at the moment here, guys. But if Bitcoin breaks out, we don't really have any good fair value gap to take along yet. But if Bitcoin does break out of here and backtests pretty much this fair value gap, you're going to see Bitcoin pump to around 93K. And that is going to be our initial downtrend right here, which is about 93K. Now, here's the thing. We are on a macro downtrend, but in the shorter term, you can make money off of the market going up and down. I don't have a solid fair value gap to take a trade here at 40x leverage, or maybe 10x if it breaks out. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a decent fair value gap like this at the bottom to about here. Now, there's a possibility that we fake out, we dump or drop back down to here, at about 88.6, backtest this fair value gap, and then breakout. So we're close to a breakout in the micro time frame, which will print us money and will make us profit. But we don't have a breakout yet. So who made the money off that Bitcoin long guy, or I mean that Bitcoin short? Let's go to our wins right here and check out BTC. There we go, 24x, a win. Look at this right here. Shout out to Steve. 10K plus. There we go. That's pretty much what I made off this long. I made almost 10, or off this short, almost 10,000 bucks. So I'll be sharing that. Shout out to Ali, making money, 30x, 3x. Shout out to Loza, making money, short, 80x. Good evening, GP. How you doing? So guys, I wouldn't be longing Bitcoin right now. It is rejecting the breakout right here, and it did break the trend. So technically this would be a short for me, but I wouldn't short it. If I was going to short this, it would be down to the fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. So that would literally be a very, very quick trade and a very, very quick setup. But we didn't break out yet. So if you guys are making money, guys, 444 in the comment section below. Who is making money? I want to hear it. I see people making money, but I don't see people putting it in the comment section. What are people doing right now? Are you guys out of your Bitcoin short? Did you take profit? Are you looking at longing shortly? Are you looking at reshorting? If we go to our 1 hour time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is in an inverse head and shoulder pattern. We can see that Bitcoin is rejecting the breakout. I would say if we drop back down into London, or not even London, but New York, London, I would say we come back in close to double bottom, because here's the resistance right here. At this point, you don't want to long anything until this resistance breaks. So you have a strong point of resistance right here, a strong point of resistance right here, and a strong point of resistance right here. Okay, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of resistance. So what this means is this is a very strong resistance, which means that Bitcoin is in a downtrend. If you break this to the upside, guys, we are going to have a big move up. Now, for me, I am not trading till the morning. Why? Because I took a really big win today. I'm going to be happy with my win. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go to sleep, right? Made $10,000 off of Bitcoin. Off the Bitcoin short. So I am not going to let the market take it back. Ultimately, this would have been a good short right here, about 89.9. But I don't like how this 15-minute is oversold into the London session here. All right. So, and you can also see I don't like how it's overbought to long. So really, we are in a no trade zone. I am waiting for the breakout, or I'm waiting to long back at the bottom right here. So if you guys go look right here, yes, we're dropping into London a bit, which is fine. that means that Bitcoin's most likely going to double bottom right here or break here and continue back down. But based on what I'm seeing now, New York, look, the 1 day just flipped bullish on Bitcoin on my data. All right. So the 1 day flip bullish, and you are about to get a tweezer reversal on the 1 day time frame. Okay. So if you look right here, or body tweezer reversal. I know this wick is not wick to wick. However, you are about to get a body close tweezer reversal. Okay. You are hitting this fair value gap, which has lots of shorts. But if I was going to short, it would have been right here. So right now, I'm just letting the market do what the market is going to do, play the downtrend. And it looks like New York. It looks like New York could possibly break out the market. Possibly, right? We'll see, because now the 15 is oversold, but we're breaking the trend. Inverse head and shoulder is dropping here. Like I said, there's a possibility, guys, we come back to this fair value gap and then fake out and continue up. So not enough to short, not enough to long. I am taking my profit. I'm not trading tonight. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to have a fresh mindset and be ready to attack the market. I'm looking for a short on ETH, JJ, Dude Crypto. Okay, let's see. So short on Ethereum. Same thing. Ethereum has an inverse head and shoulder, but Ethereum's on a downtrend. Yeah, same thing. ETH, if you're looking at shorting ETH, my short would be about at the break of 29. But we got a fair value gap on Ethereum right here. It is very weak. So it could bounce off of this this fair value gap around 2,900. Ultimately, though, if ETH does come back down, we're looking about ETH dropping down to about 2,800. So what you guys want to do now is you want to play the trend. Yes, Bitcoin is on a macro downtrend. Yes, Bitcoin is about to break the ultimate support. Celinda, 88K, we hit it. We went below it. What are you thinking, Celinda? This is the bottom? Yeah, ETH does look very weak. So if ETH breaks that area right here, ETH is going to come all the way back down to 2,800. I don't have enough support on anything to long. But again, with that 4-hour time frame going up now, it is very, very risky to short the market. The market is in a no trading zone for me until we break out or until we hit the bottom again. So that is kind of what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with, if I was going to short here, I would have short here, but I told myself I am not going to trade again today because I took a very, very big win. And anytime you guys take a big win, you don't really want to trade that same day. There's a thing about analysis paralysis in the market taking your money back. Sure, Bitcoin's dumping. I probably could have made another $5,000, but I take my win just like I go play poker, right? I take my win, I'm done for the day. I take my loss, I'm done for the day. It's really that simple, right? It's resetting your mindset and resetting your brain. It's just how it works. But potentially if Bitcoin does drop back down, guys, we come all the way down to 86.6. Okay. So I could see Bitcoin going to 86.6. Or 87, but whatever this bottom of the channel is, if the bottom of the channel is going to be about 87.5, then that's probably going to be the bottom. I will say New York is probably going to pump it. It is a Wednesday. I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure if New York is going to pump it or drop it. We are in a downtrend, but again, we're just very, very oversold, guys. Like, maybe we get bullish divergence and a wick down to 86.7. Tim, how you doing, brother? I hope you made money on that Bitcoin short. Guys, make sure you post your wins in beastlimitless.com, right? London session, hey? So the 4-hour, Celinda, very possible we go to 86.6. We got a fair value gap right here. But it is weird that on my indicator, on my flashing data with my sweeps, my liquidity gaps, all of that jazz, that Bitcoin has flipped bullish on the daily. Everything else is red. The 4-hour, the 1-hour, the 30, the 15. But the daily has flipped bullish, which is very, very weird to me. Because the daily does not look bullish at all. Okay. So that does give me a bit of caution to the wind, and it does make me a bit weirded out, so to speak, right? But yeah, Bitcoin's dumping, guys. Bitcoin is absolutely dumping into the London session here. Would have been a good short at around 89.7. 89.7 would have been your short right there. So if this is going to be the play and Bitcoin does drop back down, you're looking about 86.7 to about 87, okay? Play the channel. Don't think that we're going to break the channel. If we're oversold down here, we're probably going to bounce up, put a tight stop loss, and I would expect New York to possibly pump it. I have to see what London is doing, though, all right? All right, let's take a look at XRP. I appreciate you guys all for coming on the London session live. We're very, very close to the bottom of my channel. Right here. Very, very close. So I can see XRP. Well, I could still see XRP coming down to about 139 possibly. But I want to draw the downtrend here on XRP. And if I look right here on my wick, we are bouncing off of it, right? So we are bouncing off of this area right here. But I will be very, very intrigued on XRP because we hit the bottom here. Oh, 187. We double bottom wicked right here. We hit the bottom here. And we hit the bottom here. So potentially, again, potentially, not for sure, But potentially XRP could, if we get a breakout, we pump up to 241. If we break down, again, we can break down. Don't be longing XRP, guys, until we break out. I'm just looking at every scenario here. If we break down from right here, XRP comes all the way down to 134, 135. Right? So that 176 break right here, XRP dumps all the way down to the bottom. Based on the fact that the 4 hour is very, very oversold, I don't know if I see XRP dumping. Do we have bullish dive on? Yeah, so we do have bullish divergence on XRP at the moment. XRP to $5, that would be pretty cool. Where is everybody tonight, guys? Geez, everybody wins a lot of money and then takes off from crypto? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Take a break. Take a break sometimes, guys. If you're taking a win, take a break, all right? Come back the next day. Feel refreshed. Don't let the casino take back your money. So what was I doing here? I was trying to set an alert here on XRP outside of this channel because I'm interested in a long right here. And if I go to my liquidity gaps, I'm interested in a short. So right now, potentially what I'm doing, guys, is I ate a big meal. I waited hours and hours for it to happen. I sniped my prey. Now I'm out hunting again and I'm waiting. I'm waiting behind the rocks. I'm waiting behind the trees for things to play out, right? So we broke the inverse head and shoulders, and we've got 15 minutes left here on this London close. And I would say we're probably going to bounce off this fair value gap. If you're in a short right now, be very, very cautious. 88.6. We have a fair value gap right here. 15's very, very oversold, right? So it's very possible we bounce off this fair value gap and then we break out early morning into New York or possibly after New York manipulation session. But I would be very, very cautious shorting because the 15 is oversold. So that fair value gap is my area of support. And honestly, guys, what you can do too is if you know the 15-minute is oversold on the fair value gap, you have an opportunity to get a few hours of sleep. Don't waste it, brother. No, I'm not. I'm not opening any trades. I'm going to bed after this. I was up all night. I went to go play a bit of poker today. I did really, really well. I'm happy. I feel good. I had a bit of sleep today. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm also going to set an alert right here outside of the breakout, somewhere around there, 89.3. Okay, guys, I do want to look at Axie Infinity because it hit our take profit. So shout out to everybody that longed Axie Infinity. AXS, it hit the top of our channel, okay? AXS is banging. If you made money on AXS, 444 in the comment section below. Thank you for everybody who joined the live, guys, today. Thank you for everybody who's been supporting the channel the last couple days, the last month. You guys are absolutely wild, and I really like doing these lives for you guys. Here is the thumbnail for everybody that didn't get to see it today, because I take pride in my thumbnails. I like to show them off. But here's the thumbnail today. Is the dump over? Or are we just starting? Well, I'll tell you guys right now, with that 4 hour, I'd be very, very cautious. Very, very cautious, because the 4 hours going up. Also, Axie Infinity has bearish dive from $1 to about $2.26. Fast Easy, what is up? I hope you made money shorting. What is up? Winning Wave, I hope you made money. Guys, if you guys made money, please post it in the win section on beastlimitless.com. Please do not. I was going to say, please set your stop losses and profit. Fast Easy is Beast Limitless fam now, okay? The PMG days are over. New year. Okay, so guys, Axie Infinity has insane bearish divergence. Look at this. Thumbnails are killer. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. Wow, insane bearish dive. Like from $1 to about $2.25. But if I was going low, if I was doing a short on Axie Infinity, I'd be doing 3x, maybe. I would pretty much be shorting at the break of this fair value gap back down to this support. But that is very, very heavy bearish divergence, guys. From $1 to about $2.48. Axie Infinity could crash and burn. I would love to find a setup here on Axie. But for me, I would wait till probably wait till my 4 hour MACD is crossing down, because we have a lot of bullish momentum. But yeah, this thing is printing bearish dive all day. And you guys could see what Bitcoin did with the bearish divergence, right? So dropped all the way from 97 to 80, 88, 87. So yeah, here's the channel on Axie Infinity right here. We break this area, 213. We are absolutely dumping. All right, so Bitcoin's oversold in the 15. Bitcoin's oversold in the 5. Bitcoin has not retraced this fair value gap yet. We also never touched the top here of our resistance. So again, if you're shorting, be very, very cautious. I'm expecting a little retrace into London. Or I'm expecting London to range. Let's go, Tim. We're going to be releasing merch very soon for Beast Limitless. We got to redesign our logo for clothing, but would love to see you have that in the gym for sure. Where you guys are going to love the merch that we are releasing for Beast Limitless, which is pretty cool. Guys, let's look at XDC mainnet here. Obviously, we have a massive drop. So XDC keeps on going down and down and down. Bullish divergence all day, but continues to go down. I could see XDC dumping. If you guys want to take a low leverage short on XDC, I could see it coming all the way down to 0.28. 0.28 in that region. Just XDC is on a massive downtrend. And what else do we got? Solana. So here's a trade I would take because, again, Bitcoin is flat after that drop for the most part. But I do like this Solana trade. Possibly. I did like it. I did like this Solana trade. I still do like it. Like a short at 129 would be good. Many people were thinking 100K. Me too, right? I even said 100K, 3 thumbnails. And then about 95K to 97. Honestly, 97, I reversed my thesis after looking at the bearish dive. A lot of people are not paying attention to the bearish dive on the daily, guys. It was written in the cards. I don't know if I would short Solana. I'd be cautious on that one. This was written in the cards with that bearish dive on the daily. This was the market makers just saying, here's easy money. Just follow an indicator. Honestly, was very, very easy to read. The problem was well, there was no problem really. Okay, so scratch what I said. Solana. I think Solana could come up to 132 again. I just don't trust that 4-hour time frame. That 4-hour time frame is not jiving with me. I don't like it. I don't like how we're very, very oversold. But if we do drop, we come all the way back down to 120. All right. So Bitcoin is kind of, okay, let's see what Bitcoin is doing here. So we got this channel we broke. We're rejecting this downtrend. You know, part of me wishes I was shorting again, but taking 10 grand profit is not bad. This is where it's easy to get greedy, right? Very, very easy to get greedy. Okay, we got this fair value gap right here, guys. So be cautious of it. If we break it, though, we are dropping for sure. Okay, so we got this daily channel here. I want to see something on the daily. Okay, that's a tough one. We came back inside of the channel. We came back inside of the channel, but we faked out, and now we're dropping. See what this 4-hour does. It looks like we're rejecting the breakout. However, this is moving up still. I'm seeing 87.1 to test to see what happens there. So if you guys look at Bitcoin and look at the macro liquidity gaps here, 87.1 is really, really good. But I would be going for about 84.6 if you're looking at the macro. Now, of course, well, it just depends, right? Only if you're looking at the macro, though. Yeah, we're very, very oversold right now. We're above this fair value gap. So this fair value gap is going to act as major support. Chainlink. All right, guys, hit that like button, smash that like button, guys. This is the London live session. All right, what are you guys looking at on Chainlink here? Long, short? Okay, so if I'm looking at Link is in this range. I would say we could hit 1176. So Chainlink is pretty much rejecting that resistance right there. That's pretty much going to be a resistance. If you're looking at Chainlink, my dog is always under the bed. I don't let her go in the room, but she gets stuck. She's so big. So if you guys hear her scratching, she's trying to get out and she can't. All the time. She's so big. She goes under the bed. And then she starts whining because she can't get out. And she does it again and again and again. She gets stuck over and over and over. Yeah, Link is looking okay. But again, I just don't like longing a downtrend. If I was to long right here, if I was to long right here, maybe. I just don't like longing a downtrend, honestly. If you're looking at short-term scalp on Link, though, you would look for this breakout right here on Chainlink. So Chainlink would have to break this equilibrium high right here, about 1247. And then you see Chainlink pump up to about 1303 plus. Not too bad. I would say that Chainlink could double bottom in this area for sure. And for me to long, I would have to get a fair value gap created. I've changed my strategy for 2026, guys, and I'm going to show you guys how to make $5,000 to $10,000 US a week, leveraging 40, 50, and 30x Bitcoin with little to no risk if you're following fair value gap and parallel channel trading. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you follow fair value gap with parallel channel trading with high leverage, you could probably make $100,000 a month. I'm not kidding. Non-financial advice. I'm going to do a training session for everybody, guys, because I think I mentioned this yesterday on the live, but things are very uncertain in this world. And I'm getting to a point where I don't want to trade 5 times a week. I want to trade a certain amount, hit my profit for the week, and be done and chill and hang out. All right. So I want you guys to all get ready for this training in February. How to trade high leverage, make realistically $1,000 US a day off of fair value gaps and parallel channels. All right. So for those of you that are wanting to trade Chainlink, guys, I see Chainlink is oversold here on my 15-minute. So you could probably enter along anywhere about 12.24. Stop loss would be about 12.10. And if you break it, you break it, right? Although it is overbought in the 1 hour, so that would be the caveat. And we did just break the uptrend right here. But typically that is how I would do it, right? Economic state is upside down, too much uncertainty in the market. I'm telling you guys right now, there's so much uncertainty in this market. Tight stop loss, make your money, get in and get out. The market does not care about you, okay? If you have a bad hair day, the market doesn't care. If your car doesn't start, the market doesn't care. If your wife, husband, divorced you, girlfriend, boyfriend broke up with you, I've got news for you. The market doesn't care. So what you need to do is you need to protect your capital. Protect. How you do that is a very tight stop loss at the order blocks of a fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. And you guys will be very, very successful in trading. And you're going to have little to no risk. All right. So I'm very excited, guys. Joji and myself are going to be doing that in February. I'm going to give you guys a date. And it is probably going to be a 4 to 5 hour training in parts. And we are going to break down every single secret in trading. Every single secret, order blocks, orb, liquidity sweeps, everything. We are leaving nothing behind. And we're going to show you guys how to get funded accounts. Okay, I got 3 funded accounts, $200,000 to $500,000. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to get funded accounts, not use your own money, even $1 million funded account. All right, there's a lot of rules though. Fast, easy cash, protect your capital. Rule number 2, follow rule number 1. That is it. In this market, that is it. And in any market moving forward, right? I do want to check where Aave is at. No trade is a winning trade. Yep, 100%. Guys, hit that like button and type 444 in the comment section below, 444, if you guys want to learn how to get funded accounts of 200, 500 grand, and even $1 million. Prop firm trading. Who wants to learn prop firm trading? Trade with other people's money, not your own money. Probably the best advice I could give you guys. I could give anybody, right? All right, so let's look at Aave here, guys. Aave broke 153, 157. Crypto manipulation trader. How are you, Tim? You want to trade with other people's money? I think that is a good idea. White, perfect. So I can see Aave coming down to about 142. Crypto manipulation trader, what's a good long position for SUI? I'll have to look at it. Longing right now is very, very risky, but Ron, how you doing, brother? Thank you for coming into the live. Thank you, guys. I'm starting to add your parallel channels into my TA. Funny how some levels meet with other things you use. Absolutely, right? 100%. Morgan Pound, how you doing? Thank you for commenting. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you. Keep an eye on Aave, guys. I don't like it at the moment, but definitely keep an eye on it. It did break out. I think we're going to break out. I really hope we don't break out into London. I'll lose my mind if we break out into London. So that would be about, I would like to hit 88,797 off this fair value gap though before we break out. For fair value gaps, am I using the hourly or am I using the 4 hour? Okay, so if I'm using 40 to 50x leverage, I'm usually using the 4 hour. If I'm using 15x, 20x, 10x, I'm using the 1 hour. Okay. In this case, Loza, how you doing, man? Awesome seeing that Bitcoin short working out for you. In this case, because we're in a downtrend and we didn't break out, here, I want to show you guys something. I was going to show you guys the MEXC account. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. I'll go to beastlimitless.com. I'm going to show you guys in the training, okay? So just because not much is happening in the market right now, I'm going to show you guys how to make massive profit, okay? So this trade right here was about This trade right here was about $3,000, okay? The other trade I took, I rode from about 92.5 to about 87. That was about $10,000-ish, okay? So what I'm doing essentially, I don't like how we haven't backtested this fair value gap, so I'm not going to take this long, but what I'm doing, I'll show you guys right now. I can't even show you guys because the fair value gap is invalidated. Let's just say we broke. Okay, I'll show you guys with the short I took, right? The 4 hour. Okay, so we entered a short about 92.5, okay? I got in a 40x Bitcoin short. Now, if you guys know me from the past 4 years, I would never take a 40x or 50x trade. I said that is gambling all day. And I still think that to a degree. But if I got in a 40x short right here and we invalidated this fair value gap, okay? So we broke through it. We're dumping now, okay? We back tested the 4 hour below it. My stop loss is going to be, so if I have 91.4, my stop loss is 92.3. Now, keep in mind, guys, you're losing $1,000 to $1,200 off of a 40x trade. So if that is too much for you, you need to lower your leverage. But if you're doing 10x to 15x, you're in your stop loss of 33%. And you could literally stop right here at about 92.6 if you got in here. And you could ride that puppy all the way down to here. And I'm telling you what, guys, fair value gap trading and the parallel channels will make you guys rich. There's no question about it. Now, if Bitcoin breaks, you're losing, and that is it. So you got to find your leverage, right? So for those of you that wanted to long link, it would be good to long link right here. Non-financial advice, all right? We're bouncing off the fair value gap here. I don't like how we are. Yeah, so it could still come down to 12.24. I'd be longing in this area, but I'd be setting a stop loss at around 12.10, okay? Usually 20x, usually 40x. Yeah, exactly, right? If I'm up $20,000 for the week, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to long 50x, and I'm okay losing $2,000 if I'm wrong, right? But if we're in a downtrend, there's no way in heck I'm doing 40x. I'm doing 10x. I'm probably doing 20x the max. My max loss is going to be $1,000. So here you guys can see we're very close to breaking out. I really hope that we do not break out before I wake up. I will lose my mind, freak out, whatever you want to call it. All right. All right. I can't wait to show you guys that training, guys. I cannot wait for February. My goal is to make you guys massive, massive profit in 2026. And I've never traded like this before. I'm a really good trader, but I've never used high leverage. But the market is very tradable. So yeah, if you guys want to take that link long, low leverage, stop loss 12.10, I think that link long is a good long for those of you that wanted to take it. Again, non-financial advice, right? But I do want to look where Chili's is. Wow. She dropped a bit. She dropped it. She broke. She broke right here. Broke the uptrend. They're going to break out, go grab top liquidity around 94.8. We're around the same area. They're fast, easy, right? So if we look at Bitcoin, if you look at the actual level that I'm looking at for a breakout, guys, I'm looking for about 93 to 94. Keep in mind, this is the downtrend right here, the macro downtrend. But if we break out of this, we're definitely pumping to about 93.6 in that region. Okay, I do want to go look at Chili's here. How do I feel about AXS? I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole right now. AXS has bearish divergence from $1 to 250, but AXS is still on an uptrend. I would not touch AXS with a 10-foot pole at the moment. Not yet. Watch it, though, for sure. I'll go over AXS at the end of the live again, Ron. I did look at it earlier. All right, guys. So let's look at Chili's here. Chili's broke the uptrend. But again, guys, if you're just tuning into the live here, I'm not taking any trades. I made my money. I took my money. Chili's is in a big downtrend here. If Chili's is overbought on the 4-hour time frame, I'd be looking for a short on Chili's if I was looking at it. Yeah. The daily's dropping on Chili's here too. This could come down a lot. But I don't like how there's no, at least it could come down to about 0.45 for sure. I don't like how we didn't back test that fair value gap. But this still would be a decent, I would still wait for the breakout. Just Josh and yeah, how you doing, fam? How you doing tonight, man? Just curious, do you share all of your trades on your website? Absolutely. I'm not charging for anything. I share everything. I'm going to post my, it was a $10,000 trade, but the last profit I posted was about $8,000 when I took a picture. I had to close it pretty quick because we were pumping today. but I'm going to post all my trades that I take. And I'm going to show you guys on the live my trades too. I just need to figure, so I have a problem with the VPN. So I have to post my trades on the app, and then I can show you guys. So moving forward, I'm going to post all my trades I'm in, just joshing you. That's what's going to happen moving forward. Yeah, so make sure you guys are looking out for that. I want to be very transparent with all my trades and show you guys. If I'm in a 40x trade, I want to show you. If I'm in a 10x trade, I want to break down why I am in that trade, right? All right. Not too much. Man, if you guys would have held stacks, holy, look at that. Look at that, 29. How much money that is from the top. 1 week, all you had to do was hold it. 1 week, 26% profit. Let's see if we're going to get a breakout. So I could see stacks pumping up to about 34 because it did break the downtrend. Again, it might not. It might just range. It formed a low, another low, bullish dive. You got resistance right here. That is around 34. PC Surgeon, how you doing? I'm still in stacks, XDC, and Bitcoin. My thesis didn't change, but we do have a breakout here on stacks. And we're in a downtrend channel, so bullish cross here coming up. We have some good fair value gaps here, but 15-minute oversold. I would say we more range on stacks, and this is actually, if you look at stacks right here, we have big bullish dive. What am I? Yeah, I'd be cautious shorting stacks right now. We have insane bullish divergence all the way from 33 to about 29. Really big bullish dive on stacks. I would be very cautious shorting this at the moment. If anything, I'd be looking for a long. This could be a good long right here. Low leverage long. Again, you have really big fair value gaps right here. My stop loss would be about 29.8 because that's a big fair value gap. So you're going for a low leverage long. You can't, if the fair value gaps are big, guys, you can't really go for a high leverage position unless you're okay with losing more money. And it is good to be okay with losing more money, but your wins have to be more than your losses for the week. If you guys, like, if you're going to bet on a trade like this and want to do 5x, great. If you want to do 10x or 7x, you have to be okay with losing 40 to 60% more money. And I'm usually okay with that if I take 7 wins. Now, for my trading, I'm taking 9 wins and I'm losing 1 trade a week. That's really how I break it down. But yeah, stacks, it's looking fire. Oh man, guys, we're about to break out. I really didn't want this to happen into London. I'm going to be up all night again. I'm not going to miss a breakout. I'm not going to do it. It's not. I really hope we don't break out. when I move into a house, I'm going to get speakers in my bedroom, in the bathroom, under my, I'm not kidding, guys, under the bed. I'm going to tie it to the laptop. And anytime we get a breakout to the downside or the upside, I'm going to have these things blaring, waking me up. So I don't have to stay up all night to watch it. But yeah, guys, honestly, Stacks is looking like a dynamite long. Yeah, dynamite long right here. Bouncing off that fair value gap. I don't like how we are overbought on the 1 hour. I really don't. But it broke out already, right? Broke out that huge downtrend right there. So Stacks, keep an eye on it. You should get a pump to about 34. Okay, a lot of you were asking about Dash. Well, here we go again. I'm going to be up all night. I'm not missing a breakout, which is fine. I don't mind sleeping during the day because I'm opening up an after hours place on weekends from 2 a.m. till 7 a.m. where people could watch DJs in a safe environment. And I'm going to be up till 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. on the weekends. So why not? Why not? Why not? It's a passion. Yeah, so I do like Dash. But Dash has... So what I think Dash could do is come down to here. Normally, I would say long Dash. I don't know. Dash is a bit of a wild card for me because the daily is dropping on this inverse head and shoulder. Dash is in an uptrend. I wouldn't short it. You know what? I would probably wait for Dash to break my downtrend because we are in a downtrend on the shorter term time frame at the moment, guys, right? So we're in a downtrend here on the shorter term time frame on Dash. If we break 77, nice profit to around 87. I wouldn't short Dash, but I also wouldn't long it because we broke the downtrend, or we broke the uptrend. We broke the uptrend. We're looking for a break above, essentially. $90.2K is the breakout of the parallel channel. Well, it'd be about 89.8. But keep in mind, there isn't a set price on the Bitcoin channel. There's not a set price because if we break out right here, okay, it's 89.3. If we come all the way down here and break out right here, it's 88.5, right? So there isn't a set price on the channel. You just kind of let the channel do its thing. I would say we're probably going to range into London. Even if we do break out, possibly. All right. So we looked at those ones, the main ones that is. I do want to look at total 3, very important. Okay, so total 3's coming back up here, but you did break the trend. Total 3 is going to be very important if you guys are trading altcoins. I don't really trade altcoins anymore. I just trade Bitcoin, high leverage. I do trade altcoins here and there, but I'm usually on 5x or 3x leverage. So I'd be expecting a reversal here on total 3 at around 775 because you're oversold. That is your support. So I'd be looking at 775. I would say altcoins could drop a lot more. Some altcoins. Zen. What do I think of Zen? I will tell you this, guys. Don't be in a trade heading into New York if we're in a downtrend. Don't be in a long. If you're looking for a long, wait for that breakout. Even so Zen is on an uptrend. You're looking at about 20 or, well, but keep an eye on Zen here. I wouldn't be shorting Zen because it's on an uptrend, but it did hit the top of the 3-day resistance right here on Zen. So, yeah, I wouldn't be shorting Zen. I don't know. I would look for it to come back to around $9. Altcoins they just don't interest me. There isn't any money in altcoins. You could use high leverage, 40, 50x, 30x, and play Bitcoin and have your whole week taken care of. They're just slow movement, and a lot of them are not really just, they're not appealing, to be honest. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to range into London here for the most part. World Free Speech, thank you for commenting. Welcome to the channel. Would just buy and hold BTC. It's only 21 million coins. Yeah, if you're into the hodl game, for sure, I do agree. Hodling is the way to go, but it depends how you trade. It depends how you trade. Absolutely, though. You're definitely right. There is a possibility that Bitcoin is bottomed. If we go to the weekly channel here, I ran this by with some other really good crypto traders, guys, and we are still riding this channel. Like, there's a thesis that we back tested and broke this, but if you actually look at this weekly channel, you're pretty much right there at the bottom. Like, you have to keep on redrawing it. It's very annoying, but hypothetically, it keeps on riding the bottom of that channel. So it's a tough one. It is a really tough one. Did it back test the weekly? Like I originally said, Remember, like I originally said, 97K, or does it keep riding the bottom of the channel? We don't really know until we get that breakout. But you can see right here, it's pretty much bouncing off of that low. If we break this area right here, guys, then we're really, really going to drop. But we keep on riding that channel, the bottom 2 points right here. So I can't even say that we broke it and back tested, because if you line it up perfectly, right? Hidden bullish divergence on the monthly CJDV. Let's see. From here to here, from here. Oh man, there is hidden bullish dive. Oh wow. I did not see that. High, high, low, low. Low, low, high, high. I did not see that. Nope. I didn't see that. That went way past me. There is hidden bullish dive on the monthly, guys. Interesting. And if you look at the monthly, again, the monthly is the monthly. But if you look right here, this isn't forming a tweezer reversal, but it definitely is forming a body reversal, which usually is a point for a reversal in the market. That is going to change a lot for me, because I don't know. I'm not saying we're bottom, but what I am saying is if there's hidden bullish divergence on the monthly, if we ride this channel, keep on riding this channel up, there's a possibility we break out. But if we break this, we are really going to break it. Was that close to the monthly low? Well, there's a higher low around 84.6. But yeah, you're 1,000% correct. There is bullish divergence, hidden bullish dive on the monthly. And one thing too, guys, is if it does, for whatever reason, ride the channel and continue up, you got to keep in mind, for whatever reason this is, next target would be 214 and ultimately like 134. But we can't say that until we know what Bitcoin is doing. It is 50-50. This candle right here is really, really bullish. I will say that for sure. That is a bullish candle on the daily if we break out, okay? Only if we break out, though. If we don't break out, we come down and we keep on dropping. And then you're looking at 69K. You know, a lot of people probably are like, well, make up your mind. Are we bullish or bearish? I'm bullish or bearish on a daily basis based on the close on the candles. Right now, I can't be bullish because we're in a downtrend. We break this, I'm bullish. We're pumping to 94K, whatever it is, right? Okay, so it looks like we're probably going to range till we drop to this fair value gap and then break out. That's kind of what I'm seeing, if anything. London is in accumulation. See, this is why we do crypto lives, guys, because if any influencer thinks they're the best in the world and thinks they could read every single chart properly, which maybe they can, By the way, that link trade is about to be invalidated. Link is dropping pretty hard right now. So keep that in mind. Bitcoin's dropping pretty hard too here. I want to see if we hold that fair value gap. Not hard, but I would say we backtest this fair value gap, right? And then break out. That's personally what I'm looking at. I could be very, very wrong. Oh, maybe Link is bouncing off that fair value gap. I have it on my phone. My fair value gap on Bitcoin is 88.4 to about 88.7. So essentially what I'll do based on the morning time is if we're ranging, we break out off this fair value gap, I'm going to get it long. I'll base on how much money I would lose, and then I'm going to set my stop loss below the fair value gap. But yeah, no, Bitcoin's definitely dropping right now, so we'll have to see what happens. We're in a no trade zone for me. This is yeah, Link is coming down, so Bitcoin's coming down too. London's dropping the market. Let's see if we break this fair value gap right here, because we are oversold on the 15-minute. Remember, guys, altcoins could drop a lot. Altcoins can definitely drop a lot more. Bitcoin, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. If we do break that fair value gap, we're coming all the way back to 86.7, right? Someone asked for a trade setup on SUI, and I completely forgot. I forgot who asked for it, so I'm going to go over it right now. I got caught up in Bitcoin. So again, if I was looking for a long on SUI, it would be about 136. You've got some resistance right here on SUI. So here's where I long SUI, honestly. Out of this breakout right here, you got 3 points perfectly. It's bouncing off of a fair value gap right here. You bounce off this, you break out, you pump all the way up to 177. It's pretty much clockwork. But the bottom of support here is about 135. And based on what Total 3 is doing, altcoins can dump a lot. Here's the channel. Yeah, I see London dumping a bit, pumping a bit, ranging a bit. New York is going to be the fun day. Keep in mind it is a Wednesday. I got to see if we hold that fair value gap into the New York session here. Hey, Froggy Mania, thank you for commenting. I appreciate your support. Welcome to the channel. NPC. Is that a stock or a crypto? I have no idea what NPC is. Kraken? Okay, I'm just going to look on Kraken. Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. I should just typed in NPC USDT. Non-playable coin. What do I think long term? I wouldn't even touch this until it breaks out, because that is a downtrend. Wow. Okay, so I think altcoins are scrambled right now, to be honest. Yeah, downtrend broken here. So I can see NPC dropping all the way. Okay, so a couple things here. If I'm looking at NPC, I can see it. So it broke this trend right here. We got a conversion line support. So this would be my major support on NPC right here at about 006. We break 006. We will drop all the way down to here. So this is going to be our short-term bottom. But based on this hitting the top already, I can see NPC coming all the way back down to 002. This would be my bottom. 002 in that area long-term. All right, last coin for the night, guys, and I'm out. Bless. Come on for the New York session at 9 a.m. CST. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, what is Bless doing? We went over a bit my time for the London session, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so London is just really doing nothing in the downtrend. I don't know. Like, this would be a bottom for me, technically. But guys, we'll look at more coins tomorrow morning, all right? I got to get to bed. It's like 2:45 in the morning. The London session, I kind of just want to go over Bitcoin and stuff and the main altcoins, but we'll make sure we get more coins tomorrow. Keep in mind, guys, we have the Tokyo session tomorrow too at 8 to 8:30 p.m. CST. So you guys could ask me more coins tomorrow, but I'm going to go to bed, and then we will look at more coins in Tokyo tomorrow, and then we got the New York session at 9 a.m. I don't know. Bless, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, it should bounce right here. I'm just not bullish on altcoins. Yo, how you doing? Why so early go to bed today? Brother, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Or sister, I don't know. Normally, we do London lives for an hour. We're an hour and 30 minutes, guys. All right? Okay, so I got to go to bed, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you on the New York session. Smash that like button, guys. Join beastlimitless.com if you're new. I put out trade signals. We are crushing it. It is completely free to join. You don't have to pay money to join. All right? And I will talk to you guys in the morning, which is the New York session, 9 a.m. CST. And then we'll see you guys for Tokyo, which is 3 a.m. is the new 11 p.m. I'll see you guys for Tokyo, which is 8 to 8:30 p.m. CST tomorrow. You guys are crazy. All right. Have a good night. Appreciate you guys. Post your wins and protect your capital. All right.